Good morning, everyone. The event is about to start in 5 minutes. I request everybody to please take their seats. We are about to begin. विद्या वितर्को विज्ञानम स्मृति तत्परता क्रिया यस्य ते षड्गुणास्त्य नासाध्य मति वर्तते. The great saying by Acharya Charak means nothing is impossible for those who have these 6 virtues: knowledge, logic, science, memory, readiness, and ability to function. Namaskar and a very good morning. I, Dr. Reva from IGS Indore chapter, welcome you all. Science and technology have always been the cornerstones of progress, and today we take a step forward in that journey. Welcome to a platform where ideas transform into reality and innovation takes center stage. They say the future belongs to those who innovate, and what better way to celebrate innovation than by bringing together the brightest and youngest minds at the 10th Indian Young Geotechnical Engineers Conference IYGEC 2025 Indore. A very warm welcome to one and all as we commence this exciting journey. Today we are pleased to have with us Shri Sanjay Gupta, IAS Commissioner Ujjain Division, as the chief guest for this auspicious occasion. Along with him, Professor Suhas S. Joshi, Director IIT Indore, Dr. Anil Joseph, President of Indian Geotechnical Society, Dr. A.P. Singh, and our respected conference conveners, Dr. Ramu Badiga and Professor Nilima Satyam from IIT Indore. I request all to please be seated on the dais. Let us begin this auspicious occasion by invoking the goddess of knowledge, Ma Saraswati. With her blessings, may this event be a source of wisdom, innovation, and learning for all. Let us now join in for Saraswati Vandana by Omanshi Rathor. I invite all respected dignitaries on the stage to join in for lighting the lamps.
या कुन्देन्दु तुषारहार धवला या शोभवस्तावता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्करं प्रबुदिते देवै सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निश्चेष्टचाड्यापः.
I now request for the felicitation process. To honor their gracious presence and support, I request Professor Suhas Joshi sir to welcome our chief guest, Mr. Sanjay Gupta, on stage. I request Dr. Ramu to felicitate Professor Suhas Joshi sir. I request Professor Nilima Satyam ma'am to please felicitate Dr. Anil Joseph. Now I request Professor Nilima Satyam ma'am to felicitate Dr. A.P. Singh. I request Dr. Monica Daglia ma'am to felicitate Professor Nilima Satyam. I request Dr. Monica Daglia ma'am to felicitate Dr. Ramu Badiga sir. Thank you everyone. I now request Dr. Ramu Badiga sir, the convener of the conference, to brief us all about this two-day event.
Dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, respected Dr. Sanjay Gupta, Honorable Chief Guest and Commissioner of Ujjain, Sri 🭬🗫𝗁𝗁, due to emergency was not here. He is a regional officer, NHI Bhopal and guest of honor, and Professor Suhas Joshi, Honorable Director, IIT Indore and Chief Patron of the conference, and Dr. Anil Joseph, President of IGS and Co-Patron, Dr. A.P. Singh, Honorary Secretary, and Dr. Raghavendra Singh, Co-Convener, Professor Nilima Satyam, IGS Indore Chapter Chairman and Co-Convener, distinguished key speakers, esteemed delegates, participants, industry experts, faculty members, students, and my dear IIT Indore fraternity and beloved ones. So a very warm welcome to 10th IYGEC 2025 conference held at IIT Indore in association with 4 chapters, IGS Indore, Ujjain, Bhopal and Jabalpur chapters. So to brief you about this conference in detail, so this journey has started in February 1, 2024, exactly 1 year, almost 1.5 months. So we relentlessly worked for a conference to be brought before you. So the conference encompasses 14 specialized themes such as artificial intelligence, machine learning in geotechnical engineering, case studies in geotechnical engineering, earthquake geotechnical engineering and tunneling, environmental geotechnics, field monitoring in geotechnical engineering, foundations, geosynthetics and their applications, geotechnical site investigation, ground improvement techniques, instrumentation in geotechnical engineering, offshore geotechnics, rock mechanics, stability of embankment and slope landslides, transportation geotechniques, and etc. So to highlight the conference here before you, so there are around 438 abstracts we have received from across the country, even in the abroad. Total 292 full-length papers we have received in Springer, in association with the Springer publisher. So abroad countries also include Saudi Arabia, China, Taiwan, Vietnam, and Australia. So most of them will be presenting from the online, right? So we also got, from Indian perspective, we have got around 72 abstracts from IITs, 89 abstracts from NITs, and others includes 279 abstracts. So along with this conference, we have a unique way of giving a best paper awards from the IGS chapters. So we have 16 best paper awards, 2 women category awards, and for this conference, exclusive partners for publishing for IGJ proceedings and lecture notes in civil engineering is done by Springer Nature. And part of the conference on the 11th night, evening. So there is a talent night show which is organized by 10th IYGC. Most of them are participants and delegates, and keynote speakers can participate in this. There are 3 best gold medals and certificates are awarded for the same. So as a part of acknowledgement, I would like to thank and my heartfelt gratitude to our Honorable Director Sir, Professor Suhas Joshi, for his unwavering support in elevating the Department of Civil Engineering for both national and international platform. Sir, your vision always been instrumental in shaping the future of research and innovation at IIT Indore. So I would like to express my deepest appreciation to Professor 𝗬𝗓 𝗁𝗵, whose guidance and leadership have been pivotal in the successful execution of this conference. So her dedication and commitment over the past 1 year and 10 months have been made it possible for us to bring your conference, and it's truly grateful for your mentorship, ma'am. So my colleagues who has volunteered for this conference, especially Professor Sandeep Chaudhary, Dr. Priyank Sharma, Professor Priyank Singh, Dr. Ashutosh, Dr. Vinod Kumar sir, and many more, Dr. Gaurav Sil, and many more colleagues are there. I will be thanking them all at end of this conference during the valedictory. So we have to acknowledge the sponsorship made by several industry experts, especially the platinum sponsor made by TechFab India Industries, diamond made by Shelke Construction Private Limited, Vishwasamudra, gold sponsorship from Garware and Monte Carlo, silver from Bontan, Mekafari, Suntech and Mangalam. So bronze sponsor from Strata, Heiko, Rockmec, Geotech and Nitya Narayan Consultants, and supports are from IGS headquarters, Emil, Beacon, Infra Lab India Private Limited, Cefitech, Street Traders and Ultratech. Though on the closing remark, I hope that all the participants make the most of this opportunity to engage in fruitful discussions and knowledge exchange and networking with experts present overall here. So with this, I wish a great success for all the participants and keynote speakers to make this event as a big success. Thank you so much for giving this opportunity for us to host this conference. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, I would like to invite Professor 𝗬𝗓 𝗁𝗵, Chairperson, IGS Indore Chapter, to address the gathering, please.
So, a very good morning to everyone. Welcome to our beautiful IIT Indore campus. I was getting messages with photos from some of the participants. I hope you had a great stay. So first of all, I special welcome to our chief guest, Sanjay Gupta sir, who himself is a geotechnical engineer by training. So I think it's our great honor to have you here, sir. He is very enthusiastic, so we thought like he'll be the right person. And we have our guest of honor, S.K. Singh ji. So because of some emergency, we could not have him, but he sent a video message last night that shows that like how much, keen to be part of this event. So in addition, my special thanks goes to our director, Professor Joshi, and our Dean Administration, Professor Sandeep, for extending complete support in handling this from very small, hospitality issues have been taken care. And I welcome all the speakers, keynote speakers who accepted our request to be here. Let me tell you, MP, especially with respect to this IGS, we are growing very fast. 50% of the membership is coming from MP. This I'm very proud to mention at this platform as well. And this is continuously happening for the last, couple of months. So we have 4 chapters. So we decided to bid for this conference, which is a flagship conference of this Indian Geotechnical Society. So I especially thank our president, Dr. Anil Joseph, and secretary, and all the esteemed National Executive Committee members who had trust in us in giving this particular event last year back. So thanks to everyone, and also all the participants, student participations, like, the professionals who are coming here and attending this conference. Thank you so much for being with us today. And also it's been, some of them are online through our YouTube streamline. So I welcome them also in a virtual mode. In addition, like thank you to all our sponsors who came forward. Why? Because we didn't want to touch our big sponsors, because we are going to come with an international event which is having a history of 48 years, that is 12th ISFMG in Indore again in August 2026. So we want to again host you in a very, very big way. So for that, whomever came forward, we took their support. So thanks so much, and welcome to all the sponsors who made this event, great success. So with this, I won't take much time. So I'd like to hear from our esteemed chief guest and our chief patrons. So welcome you all again. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. We are pleased to have the President of the Indian Geotechnical Society, Dr. Anil Joseph, with us to grace this occasion. Dr. Anil Joseph is the Managing Director of Geostructurals Private Limited, a leading foundation and structural consultancy firm based in Cochin. He has provided foundation and structural consultancy for more than 3,000 high-rise structures, including many landmark multi-storied and infrastructure projects in India and abroad in the last 30 years. He is the recipient of prestigious awards like the ICI Ultratech Award for Outstanding Concrete Structures of Kerala. I now request him to address this gathering.
Very good morning, all of you. Indeed, it's a pleasure to be here. For the most important aspect is that this is the get-together of the future of our country, the Indian Young Geotechnical Engineering Conference, where the young engineers come here to make the changes, and we have a lot of hope and expectation on you. So we need to catch up quite a lot with the rest of the world, and it is on your shoulders. You have to make sure that India is going to be a superpower soon. With this note, I would like to start my address of 5 minutes. So we have Dr. Sanjay Gupta, the Commissioner of Ujjain, as our chief guest. Sir, very good morning to you, sir. And Suhas sir, the Director of IIT Indore. Then Ramu and Nilima, who are the pillars and convener of this conference, and my left hand, Dr. A.P. Singh, the Secretary of the Indian Geotechnical Society. Dear guests, the executive committee members who are here, the invited guests, the sponsors, and most importantly, the young future of the country, the students. It's a pleasure for me to be here. Again, we have seen that there is a lot of transformation happening in engineering. Especially India has to catch up quite a lot. And I always say this roots back to the time when Carl Terzaghi made this all, because the beginning of the journey way back in 1936, when he had the first International Conference of Geotechnical Engineering. In fact, Carl Terzaghi was a mechanical engineer. And all the theories we study, 80% of them comes from him. So the message is that your knowledge matters, your degree doesn't matter much, but knowledge matters a lot. He has contributed so much. And then he came up with the second international conference in 1948. And when they invite all the people from different part of the world to be present, and 5 people from Gujarat went there and attended. And they came back and formed this Society of Foundation Engineers in India. So we have a long track record of 76 years trying to build up. From the 5 members, we are now 6,700 members spread across 55 centers in the country. And I know with the dynamic leadership of Nilima and team, we will have more centers coming up. We target to reach add 20 more centers by 2027, when we are trying to make the changes. In 2027, we will have at least 75 centers, and we should have a membership of about 7,500 members in the society to make sure that we are catering to the demand of a very, very important aspect. Why Carl Terzaghi made all this happen is, from my perspective, because we deal with a subject which varies horizontally and vertically, and it is buried below, and lot of assumption. Unless and until we observe it closely, judge it properly, and interpret its behavior, and share our knowledge, the knowledge outcome is, unless and until a catastrophic failure happens, it is all buried below. So it is very important that you learn the theory in the college, you try to make it into practical knowledge. That's one thing which I always keep telling. We are teaching people to learn swimming without going to the swimming pool. They should have the real first-hand experience. The engineers, the theory which is taught in the class has to be made to be practical. So take the case of a medical college student. If after second year he goes to the hospital, or he or she goes to the hospital behind the senior and look at the cases. So for the younger generation, it is more important that you make sure that you are seeing what is happening and learning what is happening, and don't stick to the theory part, because technology is changing randomly, abruptly. Learn machine learning, take artificial intelligence, don't go to Infosys and TCS. They have enough. There are many people there. If you take the numbers, from our AICT chairman, our own member, Professor T.G. Sitaram sir, who is heading AICT, he quotes that we produce about 12 lakh engineers a year. 12 lakh engineers. The largest economy in the world, America produces 1.8 lakh engineers. And whenever we discuss, he says we are producing engineers for the world. So we have a lot of quantity, but we have to make sure that the quality is also coming up and they are capable of handling it. And don't go to computer engineering. They will be paid well in the beginning, because the statistics shows that from a intake of 4.5 lakhs in 2014, today intake of civil engineering is less than 1 lakh in the country. Whereas from a number of about 1 lakh, the computer science has gone to 6.5 lakh. Soon it will reach saturation. But we need core engineering to continue. So we have to emphasize the importance of core engineering. We need engineers bill in the parliament. We are trying our level best for that. The new, in fact, AICT chairman has come up with a new proposal that a new engineers bill draft is under preparation, and soon we will take it to the parliament and make sure that the engineers bill come. Now every Tom, Dick and Harry is practicing as engineers. So we have to make sure that the engineering job is done by engineers only, and we have to ensure that it is most vital, because the safety and stability of the life of the people lies in the hands of especially geotechnical engineers, who is doing the foundation work. If the foundation goes for a toss, there is nothing which can be done on that. There are numerous cases which is happening across the country where feel that, take the case of 🭂🬏 and there was not even one good geotechnical investigation work done. Being part of the National Building Code Committee, I am very happy to tell you that National Building Code 2025 is getting changed. The new version is coming up, and now it is made mandatory that any building more than 15 meters in the country should have a geotechnical investigation done. The foundation design has to be signed by a geotechnical engineer on record. So for you, please don't go to Infosys and TCS. Bring AI and ML to our engineering and make sure that we know what we are doing, because we control the safety of the structure and we are responsible for that. Because now no responsibility, because there is no engineer's bill, no professional engineer's license is needed to practice. But we should bring it, we should make sure that engineers are accountable. Then we can see that our salary also goes up, catches with the IT industry. And you take the case now also. If you have good knowledge of subject, you are paid well. I am a geotechnical engineer by qualification. I realized that they need only 3 things in the beginning of my career. 2 more minutes. So beginning of the career, and they need only 3 details. One, they need the bearing capacity from you. Then they need the settlement value, and then they need the spring constant. Then your job is over. You are not needed in the project. And then they do whatever they fancy. Luckily, I studied soil structure interaction. My thesis was on that. So I have to model a superstructure to connect the, at that time, the software were not that strong. We have to make our own program in Fortran to get it done. So we came up with this, and we made, so first I have to make the framing analysis of the superstructure to connect it, to get my pile connected to the bottom to understand the soil structure interaction. So I soon realized that practicing as a structural engineer is much better, because till they cast the roof, you are being paid for that. Otherwise, it is very initial phase, only the foundation is needed. Now I am known as the demolition man of India. I keep on demolishing structures with implosion, explosive technology, and I charge 25 times more than I charge for structural engineering. So the message I want to tell the people here is that don't stick to your syllabus. Understand what is needed for the industry in the future. You demand money, people will pay you. We are always afraid to ask money. So don't be shy. Make sure that you know the subject. You are creating the safety of those people. It's a very vital job. In a court of Supreme Court, a judge has to stand up and defend your case. He will ask for 25 lakhs just to stand up and defend the top judges. How many engineers get paid for the work they are doing? So we are undermining our profession. It is for you young people, the future youths. Have a great time here. Attend the sessions. Make bonding, make networking, share your knowledge. Also, most important, learn from failures, because that is what makes us all realize that we have much more to learn. And more we learn, more we realize that there are so much further to learn. Wish you all the very best. Have a great conference. And I know that under the dynamic leadership of 𝗂𝗵, today we are doing this Young Geotechnical Engineering Conference. Then next year it is going to be 12th ISFMG again in Indore. She has brought in International Symposium of Landslide along with Samadia sir. They went to France and got the bid. So we are going to host it in 2028. Now we are going to bid for the International Society in 2029. People are coming to India. Things are happening. Those of you who are not members of IGS and ISSMG, please take the membership. There is a stall of IGS Indore chapter outside. Be part of that. Learn from the International Society also. There is lot to learn in geotechnical engineering, and that's the beauty. I always say our profession is like a wine. We mature over the time. We don't get burnout. Whereas computer is fully defined. So it's all so enthusiastic and so encouraging that every new case is a new learning experience. So have the passion for learning. Make sure that you are going to make the changes. And as an engineer, I used to travel across to see all the high-rise buildings. And one day, I dreamed that people from all those countries, America, Japan, Europe, and especially China. I am very envious of Chinese people, because every 2 years I go to China, I see the horizon changing like crazy. They will come to India to see the most beautiful, most tallest, most elegant buildings in the world, which will be created by the young, sparkling eyes sitting in front of me. All the very best for you, and have a great conference ahead. Thank you very much.
As a token of respect, I request Professor Nilima Satyam to please felicitate Dr. Anil Joseph. Thank you, sir, very much for your words of inspiration. Now, I would like to take this opportunity to invite the patron of the conference, the director of IIT Indore, Professor Suhas S. Joshi, sir, to express his views on this event. Dr. Suhas Joshi is a fellow of the Indian National Academy of Engineering and the National Academy of Sciences of India, also the American Society of Mechanical Engineers. Before joining IIT Indore as a director in January 2022, at IIT Bombay, Dr. Joshi was Rahul Bajaj Chair Professor. He also served as the Dean of Alumni and Corporate Relations and Head of Mechanical Engineering Department. He has also received prestigious awards like Dr. 𝗵𝗂𝗏 Technology Development Award and Best Faculty Award of Mechanical Engineering Department at IIT Bombay. He has supervised many postdoctoral and doctoral students, and he has over 360 publications, including 205 in refereed international journals. I request you, sir, to please address the gathering.
Good morning and welcome to IIT Indore. I must compliment the Indian Geotechnical Society for organizing this Young Engineers Conference. It's a very important thought, and it's a future-looking thought. I think to let the young engineers know what kind of developments are happening in the field. Dr. Sanjay Gupta, he is the Commissioner of Ujjain. Dr. Anil Joseph, who has given a passionate address just now, Dr. A.P. Singh, who is the Joint Secretary of Ministry of Textile, Professor Nilima and Professor Madhiga. Several dignitaries are there in the of the dais, and my colleagues and students from various institutions. The more, I'm a mechanical engineer, but more I am becoming a director, I am becoming more and more civil engineer. There are a lot of people with whom I work are in the audience. I just tell our people that why don't you, if there are some difficulties in building on this side, you just go to the next side and build the next building there. But they say, no, it will take 2 months. They said, why? They said, no, first we have to analyze the soil, we have to do a technical analysis of the soil, and then only we will be able to build at that point. And it is really true that you shift about 10 feet or a few meters from one location to the next location, you have completely different structure under the soil. And then that has to be analyzed and that has to be worked, and then the structure has to be redesigned, and then the building has to be built. So, it's a massive job of redesigning the structure. Sometimes we save money, sometimes we have to incur more money in building such kind of things. And that is where I think the geotechnical engineering, as Dr. Anil Joseph was mentioning, it's a very important topic. Yesterday morning I was called by Honorable MP of Ujjain, and he said if I want to expand the airport of Ujjain, what do you want to do? We require, to understand the soil, understand the land around it, and then design the structure for that, based on that. So there is no dearth of opportunities in this domain. The more I am studying, more I am understanding. There is a huge opportunity for all the engineers. We are also working on various kinds of projects, not only these projects, but state government or a city government has a project on joining of rivers. There are two sort of dried rivers, Saraswati and Kanha, in and around Ujjain city, and they have become defunct because of the waste, improper waste management and the sewage management of the city. So they need to be revived. Both the rivers need to be joined together and revived. So the city administration is putting up a lot of efforts in developing those. But they require a lot of technical knowledge. There are consultants, there are people who are designing it, but the theory, understanding from the theory perspective, understanding the calculations or correctness of calculations, definitely the professors and students are required in that. So we are participating in those projects with the help of our professors and students to recalculate or calculate those same things but from a different perspective, from academic perspective. And then we give our calculations in front of them and we give our advice to them. So, every infrastructure project the government takes up, they require a lot of help from the geotechnical engineers. So Dr. Joseph has already mentioned to you that don't go to computer science. I will say that go to computer science, but come back to the geotechnical engineering, because the knowledge of AI, knowledge of computers, knowledge of advanced technologies, knowledge of simulations is very much required. Today how the soil will move, how the landslides will happen, soil will move during the construction, after the construction, those things have to be understood by the simulation only. So good quality simulation, understanding of computers and simulation is very much required. Also, I would urge all of you to understand one important fact, that as a student, please participate in all technical deliberations. Please participate in all the lectures which professors are teaching. Don't think that, oh, this topic I don't like and I will not attend the lectures. Because if you go to real life, you will only require 10% of the knowledge of your theory. But which 10% of the knowledge are you aware of? You are not aware of which 10% of the knowledge is required. So that is why it is essential that you attend all the lectures, you attend all the sessions of the things, and some 10% of that will be required. Under that pretext, you must participate in all the sessions here. Try to understand the technological significances, technological implications of the programs which are being discussed here. Also, one of the important topics which probably will be discussed is earthquake engineering. I think that is one of the important topics in our country. Though we are not that suffering, but certain locations in the country are vulnerable. And from that perspective, it is very important that this earthquake engineering, we study and we master the art of building the buildings which are earthquake proof. Japanese people have mastered that art, but I think we need to master that art. At IIT Indore, we have 3,000 plus students. We have BTech programs in about 9 disciplines, MTech programs in about 16 disciplines. So please try to understand, try to enlighten about the IIT Indore's academic programs. And if you get opportunities to join in any of these academic programs, you are most welcome. And I'm sure you will enjoy the academics at IIT Indore. We also have one of the best sports facilities among all IITs. I urge all of you to visit our sports facilities. Maybe the organizers can organize a 100 meters run or 400 meters run among the participants. We have the synthetic track of Olympic synthetic track. And if you are a good swimmer, we have Olympic swimming pool, Olympic size swimming pool. So please make use of all these facilities while you are here. And also I would like to tell you that there was a massive geological challenge when we were building this track. The track cannot be built on a dumped soil. We had this particular place was used as a dumping yard, and we had almost like 10 feet deep, 10 feet high, the soil was dumped. So when we wanted to build a track, we have to remove that 10 feet height soil. It has created one big hill in another plot in the campus, but we removed that. We put another proper soil and filled that 10 feet, and then on the top of it, we have built the athletic track, because the athletic track cannot be built on dumped soil. It was a massive learning and massive exercise for the entire institute, and of course for me also, that how important the geotechnical engineering is. But we have today the best athletic track in the country. So we also have a 200 acres of forest. If organizers can plan a morning walk in the forest, it will be about 3.5 to 4 kilometer walk. You are most welcome to take a morning walk in the forest. So do visit all the things, and as I said, do participate in all technical sessions. You don't know which knowledge will be useful to you. Only 5 to 10% will be required, but which 5 to 10% will be required is not known to you. So that is why you participate in all the programs and all these sessions. I wish you all success for this conference. Thank you.
As a token of respect, I request Dr. Ramu Badiga to present him with the token. Thank you, sir, for your words of inspiration, for enlightening us. Due to some unavoidable circumstances, our guest of honor today, Shri Rajiv sir, could not be here in person, but he has sent a heartwarming message for all. Also, patron of Indian Geotechnical Society Indore chapter, Engineer Bidasariya ji couldn't be here today because of some health problems, but he has also sent his wishes for all of us. We extend our heartfelt gratitude to Honorable Engineer Shri Sanjay Gupta, IS Commissioner, Ujjain Division, for gracing this event with his invaluable time and presence. Engineer Shri Gupta began his distinguished career in the State Engineering Services and was awarded the most coveted Indian Administrative Service IAS officer in 2007. Over the years, he has held several pivotal positions demonstrating exceptional administrative acumen and governance. His notable assignments include Advisor, Planning Commission, Director, Narmada Valley Development Authority, Collector, Harda, Commissioner and Registrar, Cooperative Societies, Managing Director, MP State Agricultural Industries Development Corporation, Secretary, General Administration Department, and Labour Commissioner, Madhya Pradesh, Indore. Across these roles, he has spearheaded numerous impactful and transformative initiatives. Currently, he is serving as the Commissioner of Ujjain Division, the sacred land of Baba Mahakal, since March 15, 2024. Alongside these key responsibilities, he also holds the positions of Director, Religious Trusts and Endowments, Chairman, Ujjain Development Authority, and Administrator, Sanchi Milk Ujjain Union. In every role, he has worked tirelessly to implement public welfare schemes and developmental projects in alignment with the government's vision. During his tenure as Collector Harda, he exhibited exemplary leadership during the challenging COVID-19 crisis, navigating the district through adversity with resilience and strategic decision-making. Under his leadership, he has had many wonderful occasions, and Harda became one of the districts in Madhya Pradesh to have achieved 100% vaccination, setting a benchmark in public health administration. He also plays a pioneering role in the successful implementation of the Pradhan Mantri Swamitva Yojana, which revolutionized land ownership records in rural areas. Harda became the first district in India to complete the Swamitva Yojana, digitally mapping 405 villages, generating land ownership records worth an estimated rupees 700 crore, and empowering rural citizens with property rights. The project's success was not only transformative for the district, but also earned the President of India's Award for Administrative Excellence. Recognizing the transformative potential of this initiative, he later spearheaded its implementation across all 7 districts of Ujjain Division. Under his stewardship, 5,281 villages were mapped, leading to the preparation of land records for 12, 16, 114 plots with an estimated valuation of rupees 14,000 crore, a groundbreaking achievement in land governance. A rare blend of technical expertise and administrative excellence, Engineer Sanjay Gupta holds a degree in civil engineering and pursued specialization in geotechnical engineering during his MTech. His deep understanding of infrastructure development, geotechnical solutions, and land governance makes him an appropriate and illustrious choice to preside over this prestigious international conference. His technical acumen, coupled with his visionary leadership, continues to spearhead transformative and groundbreaking initiatives in Madhya Pradesh. Currently, he is actively involved in planning and executing the roadmap for Sinhast 2028, ensuring meticulous coordination between various departments and providing strategic guidance for the holistic development of the state's revered spiritual centers. His unwavering dedication and dynamic leadership stand as a remarkable testament to commitment, vision, and governance excellence. With great honor, I now invite Honorable Engineer Sanjay Gupta, IAS, to address this distinguished gathering and share his insights. Please, sir.
गुड मॉर्निंग टू ऑल ऑफ यू. थोड़ा ज़्यादा ही बता दिया हमारे बारे में. आई बिलीव इन ओनली वर्क, कर्मास. माई थ्योरी इज ओनली कर्मास. रिस्पेक्टेड डायरेक्टर सुभाष जोशी साहब, प्रोफेसर नीलिमा, डॉक्टर एपी सिंह साहब, डॉक्टर अनिल जोसफ साहब, डॉक्टर रामू, respected dignitaries, esteemed experts, young engineers, and distinguished delegates. It is an immense honor to address this gathering at the 10th Indian Young Geotechnical Engineer Conference 2025. This conference serves as a pivotal platform for knowledge sharing, technological advancement, innovation in geotechnical engineering, as we witness a new era of infrastructure development. Discussion on sustainability, AI-driven solutions, and smart engineering practices are more relevant than ever. Madhya Pradesh, known as Heart of India, has been unprecedented growth in the urban development, connectivity, sustainable infrastructure, from smart city initiative to the major expressway metro projects. The state has been a leader in transforming infrastructure development. मैं आपको बताना चाहूँगा 2004 के पहले there were no roads in MP. We used to take 2 to 3 hours in traveling 100 kilometers of road. But by improving the road connectivity, development the road, the whole scenario of the MP has changed. I would like to tell you the best model of India was given by the 𝗬𝗚𝗂𝘗𝗵 𝗂𝗏. Once I got a chance to meet him, I told him, you gave the best scheme for the country, Pradhan Mantri Sadak Jodo Yojana. By this Yojana, this scheme, if we connect a village to the urban city, 1% of the GDP increases in that town. By simply the specification of that road was very excellent. By connecting 55,000 villages in Madhya Pradesh, the GDP has grown a lot. Now, we are the 5th largest economy in the world. US has a $30 trillion economy. Number 2 is China, $20 trillion economy. After that, Germany comes. The GDP of Germany is about $4.9 trillion. Then comes Japan, $4.5 trillion economy. Then it comes India. We have $4.3 trillion economy. By the simple development of infrastructure, the economy can change a lot. A simple, Pradhan Mantri ji has given another Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Swamitva Yojana. You are not aware, many of you may not be aware of that Yojana. What happens in India, the rural district, people used to come and stay on a government land. The government gives them the Abadi area, but they do not have record of right. They don't have any right. If you do not have any record of right, even you can't get bail. आप कोर्ट में जाते हैं, आपको एक आम के पेड़ का तो आपको 5,000 रुपए मिल जाता है, or you get the bail. You have a property, but you do not have bail. This property does not come in GDP. You have a property. What happens? Because you don't have record of right. Though Pradhan Mantri gave that Yojana, so by doing that, when I posted as a Harda collector, one conference was going on, Collector-Commissioner Conference. It was 12th December 2020, when Corona was on the peak. Pradhan Mantri was going to take a meeting on 25th December, 𝗬𝗚𝗂𝘗𝗵 birthday. He was planning to give record of right to some people. Madhya Pradesh was one of the states where this scheme was going on. I was called by the Chief Secretary. I give 100 villages to complete on 25th December. It was 12th December. And many others districts were given the target. Most of the district refused. Because why? There were challenges. Corona was going on. I told I will complete it. I was given the maximum number of villages. CM was surprised to know, how will you complete that? While the other districts were not ready to 1,520 villages. I told I planned that one. I would like to appreciate what I did. There is a system in the government. Patwari, Revenue Inspector, Nayab Tehsildar, SDM, then comes Collector. Protocol. What happens? I find out one revenue inspector and one SDM. Two people completed whole this scheme. The revenue inspector, by chance, he was civil engineer. He knows the job. So this is basically, Avadi survey was a survey, drone survey. First they fly the drone, take the pictures, then soil SOI, Survey of India, process them, then physical verification of that property, then finally comes to the Survey of India, and then digital record wave form. One revenue inspector, he was civil engineer, I pick up in my team. One SDM, he was computer engineer, he was very asset to me. उन्होंने सभी different platforms, it was totally based on the computerized based. I took her help, and within 4 months, I completed whole the district. 405 villages. Then Pradhan Mantri joined us, and he appreciated. Can you imagine? On only 400 villages, the property of land was 700 crore, which was not in the GDP. When people cannot use that property, it was only land value. If you go for the property constructed on it, it may be more than 3,000 crore. A small district in Madhya Pradesh, Arda is very small. 3,000 crore property were there, but it was not used in GDP. They are not able to use that property. When they got the record of right, they took loans, उन्होंने अपनी प्रॉपर्टी के लिए लोन लिया, बिजनेस लोन लिया, बच्चों की एजुकेशन के लिए लोन करा, and that property came in the GDP. Likewise, a small initiative can change the whole perspective. I am a geotechnical engineer, so that is my passion to work. Being civil engineer, I could able to complete that project. If I would have not been a civil engineer, I cannot complete that project. When I joined as a commissioner, I saw the progress was only 30% in 7 districts. Within 7 months, I completed all 7 districts. This Pradhan Mantri Swamik Yojana, we gave 14 lakhs people record of right. And the value of land is 14,000 crore. 14,000 crore. No scheme can give you such amount of money. So by doing that, you can do a lot of work. Once again, I would like to thank all of you to invite me in this conference. I sincerely appreciate the organizer for creating this incredible platform that encourages knowledge, exchange, and professional growth. May this conference inspire new ideas, collaboration, and breakthrough in geotechnical engineering. I would like, there is a deficiency between the institution and practical. We learn, but we could not implement on the field. हम पढ़ते हैं, मेरा personally मानना है, when we study, by one study, we learn only 25% of the subject. Less 25% of the subject we learn by discussion with the friends, colleagues. Rest 25% we learn from the classes by professors, and rest 25% we learn from the field. So what happens, we have lot of knowledge, institution have lot of knowledge, पर उनका field में implementation नहीं हो पाता. जो traditional जो इंजीनियर्स होते हैं, जो फील्ड में काम करते हैं, वो 25 साल 30 साल पहले जो नॉलेज होता है उसको बनाते हैं, वही सिस्टम फॉलो करते हैं और उसी को हम फील्ड में इम्प्लीमेंट कर देते हैं. आज के ध्यान में डे टू डे टेक्नोलॉजी डेवलपमेंट हो रहा है, उस टेक्नोलॉजी का फील्ड में भी इम्प्लीमेंटेशन होना चाहिए. मैं यही चाहता हूँ. थैंक यू एंड आई विश द कॉन्फ्रेंस ए ग्रेट सक्सेस. थैंक यू.
Thank you so much, sir, for your encouraging and empowering words. As a token of respect and honor, I request Professor Samadhiya, sir, to please be on stage and felicitate our chief guest with a small token of respect. Thank you so much, sir. I now invite Mrs. Sonal Chaudhary from Springer Nature publication to kindly come on the dais for the unveiling ceremony of the IGJ journal proceedings. I also request dignitary of the dais to please join in for this ceremony. Request the audience to please give a huge round of applause for the unveiling ceremony of the IGJ journal proceedings. Also, I request all dignitaries on the dais to join in for the unveiling of lecture note proceedings. I request encouragement of audience through applause for this unveiling ceremony. This event would not have been possible without the generous support of our sponsors. We extend our heartfelt gratitude to our platinum sponsor TechFab India, diamond sponsors SCPL and Vishwasamudra, gold sponsors Garware Technical Fibers in Monte Carlo, silver sponsors Bonton Furniture Solutions, McAfee, Suntech Geotechnics and Srimangalam Buildcon, bronze sponsors Strata Geosystems India Private Limited, Hydraulic and Engineering Instruments, RockMech IT Solutions Private Limited, Geotech Industries Private Limited and Nitya Naira Civil Solutions. We also extend our sincere appreciation to our supporting organizations, IGS Headquarters, AMIL, Beacon, Safetech Systems, Sri Traders and Ultratech Cement. Last but not the least, our publishing partners, Springer Nature Publications, who have supported us immensely in this endeavor. With such a strong lineup of sessions and immense support from our sponsors and partners, we are certain that this event will be valuable and insightful experience for all. I now invite Dr. A.P. Singh, Honorary Secretary, Indian Geotechnical Society, for proposing the vote of thanks.
Good morning, namaste to one and all present in this August hall. It gives me an immense pleasure in expressing my deep vote of thanks to the organizers and all the audience sitting in this hall. I would like to express on behalf of Indian Geotechnical Society, I would like to express my sincere thanks to Chief Patron of this conference, IIT Indore Director, Professor Suhas S. Joshi, for his invaluable support given for organizing this conference, and all the administrative staff for support in organizing this event. I would like to, on behalf of Indian Geotechnical Society, I would like to express my thanks to our chief guest, Dr. Sanjay Gupta, who is the Ujjain, Commissioner Ujjain, and he belongs to our own fraternity of geotechnical engineers. So thank you, sir, for coming today, sparing your valuable time and giving your insights, experience from theory to practice, from official post to the actual working man in the field. So my sincere thanks to our special guest, Sri Rajiv Saxena ji, who is the Joint Secretary, Ministry of Textile, who is supposed to give a lecture, his presence here. My thanks to guest of honor, Sri S.K. Singh ji. My most sincere thanks to our IGS President, most dynamic leader, Dr. Anil Joseph, for giving his insights, knowledge about the practice and theory, and how only a knowledge matters, not the degree matters. So, in my personal opinion, I think degree only gives a knowledge which you can measure in byte or kilobyte. But you have to convert your knowledge from byte, kilobyte to megabyte or gigabyte by adding this experience, field experience, and all the experience from the people, from the seniors who have gained this, and you have to take it and use it for your enriching your own experience and making a perfect engineer of the society. So my sincere thanks to all the organizing local chapters, 4 local chapters of IGS, they jointly organized this, and 3 joined their hands together with IGS Indore chapter under the leadership of Professor 𝗬𝗚 𝗁𝗵 and 𝗬𝗚𝗁𝗵. And thanks to patron of this IGS Indore chapter with Saria sir, though he is not available today, but his blessings and support is always available, not only to this Indore chapter, but to our IGS main body chapters also. I would like to express my thanks to the organizing team under the leadership of 𝗬𝗚 𝗁𝗵 and Ramu for organizing National Executive Committee meeting also yesterday. They provided excellent hospitality and all the facilities we got for conducting this smooth National Executive Committee meeting. I would like to express my thanks to all the National Executive Committee members, including Professor Samadhiya sir, who is the immediate past president of Indian Geotechnical Society, and all the National Executive Committee members, Prasad sir, Ramesh sir, Dota Gowda sir, as a special speaker, he has come from Chennai to enlighten the students of this generation. And Raj Gopalan sir, he has especially come to attend this conference. I would like to express my sincere thanks to him. All the participants, keynote speakers, my heartfelt thanks is due. All the 3 other local chapters, Ujjain chapter, Bhopal chapter, and Jabalpur chapter. I am seeing this to Sanjay Verma, who was the National Executive Committee member also, and he has come to just participate in this conference. And overall, the deep thanks, a sense of gratitude and thanks to all the participants who has come over here. My sincere thanks to Sonal Chaudhary for supporting all this thing for the publication of the proceedings of this conference. And Springer is our publishing partner of IGS. So from the IGS main body, I express my sincere thanks to you, ma'am. And to everyone who is here, who came timely, supporting, putting their energy for organizing this conference, a great success. Raghavendra Singh ji from Ujjain, and whoever I'm seeing, I'm just taking the name, but my thanks is due to all who is here and who has supported from any level of his energy for the successful organizing of this conference. So thank you very much, and I wish a grand success to this conference, prestigious conference. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I request Dr. Ramu to honor Dr. A.P. Singh with a token of respect. Also, I invite Dr. Amit Sharma to honor Professor 𝗬𝗚 𝗁𝗵 with a token of respect, and Dr. Monica Daglia on stage to felicitate Dr. Ramu with a small token of respect. Thank you everyone for making this inaugural ceremony successful. I now invite all of you for a quick high tea and stall exhibition at Lecture Hall Complex, after which we shall gather here for a special lecture by Professor G.R. Dodegaodar from IIT Madras. Thank you everyone.